called Pill. It's from a book that's actually a trilogy called Choir of the Wills. Say you're high all the time. Save those moments you take a sobriety pill. And so descend the nerves of the heart, thinking straight, they call it. As if the mind were an arrow shot from the eye into the eyes of others, the ones you wronged, the ones you never knew you love or do not love, the black fathoms of their pupils deepening as your eyes close. And sure, it hurts. How something dead walks out your sleep, how it goes from blue to red like blood. And yet this stuff keeps calling you in a father's voice. You loved your father, so it's more than bitter seeds you swallow. It's quiet pleasure within the limitations of one life, until the great space of the day gets wider, brighter, as if you were slipping into summer with its giant measures of desire, the way just sitting makes it rise. And yes, with each dose comes the gravity and boredom, the slow crush of August heat, though you are learning to live here, in a town with one good street to speak of, one flock of trees to storm the night. In time, you are addicted. And it takes more of the drug to get you back to the world, where morning swallows flit in last night's rain. In time, you tell yourself you are the age you are. The little pains inside your arms, your legs, they are just that. The pinch that says you are not asleep. That the compulsion you feel is the pull of the planet you walk alone. And the dawn, however deep you breathe, is everyone's now. Everyone's breath in the sky above you. Everyone's sun aching into layers of mist, spitting fire in the eye. It's one black star dissolving like a pill. I thought I'd read something a little different. This is from a book called The Burning Casket. It's entitled Ink. It's about the sacking of Baghdad in the 13th century. The House of Wisdom is mentioned here. That actually is what they called this portion of the library that the Mongols hurled into the Tigris River. When, in the dark ages of the East, the Mongols took the heart of the city and poured in room after room to cut a path through the bodies in their way. They loaded up the illuminated books, the many wildflowers of Islam, hand-sewn pens edged in gold, and made of them a bridge across the Tigris, shaky at best, to lead men from the spoils of their labor. This is the story of the House of Wisdom, how centuries gathered there to pool the gems of medicine and metaphysics, until the river took them, leaving us the ache of knowing just enough to ache. If history repeats, it does so without us. It returns the way a criminal returns, or a tongue to the space that was a tooth. When the bodies of the philosophers broke the surface, they floated here and there, littering the shore, their wounds drained into the current, to stain the glass, not red exactly, in spite of what you hear, but rust, a fading scar of dirt and iron. The greatness of a city is how it kneels near the water, to beat its laundry there, or flood the fields in their season, to carry what? Fennel, flax, cinnamon, a scholar. Beyond the necessary, a river draws the mourner towards something she cannot find. It helps her nonetheless, or the believer toward reconciliation with her God. If we hear their rumors of water going on without end, it is nonetheless loss that speaks. What book would not be a bridge, or the grave of some sad misconception? Somewhere still, there is a volume that says what the river of the dead cannot, that once a library fell into the Tigris, and these waters that are a widow's friend ran black with ink, mile after mile. People. And this is from the Visible book called Visible. In the land of People magazine, Tara Reid is having a hard day. It's her body again. Too fat, too thin, too much of a body to fit into our imago of the prurient angel perpetually young. Here and there, the combustible cameras go on and off like fireflies that hover in the dark wood. You see them burn inside the startle of her gaze. I want to say, get a life, but then it is me who is reading People magazine. So many aging starlets, so many bright white shores littered with the exiles of heaven, with the desert palms and lemon trees that bend with ripened fruit. I look up from the page, and it's my turn in the chair of the dentist office. My brain gone gray as the tooth I came with, the large one she scrapes like a skeptic at a hieroglyphic. It's nothing, not yet, she says, only the seed of the filling shining through. And then there's the root of another one exposed, the way Tara was that night her breast slipped out of her drunken jaws. Drunken, yes, but joy. Were this the heart of April, I might hardly notice the cobalt blue of morning. Hallelujah, say the barren limbs that point every way but down. Tara Reid, chirp the dusty sparrows. And who would not shame the shameless of their joy? It makes us feel like gods again. The deeper our indulgence, the more we turn the smooth complexion of these pages. Why pair the lives of stars until their bodies collide with insomnia and pills, with all the bright white teeth of sexual revenge? The gods know a good disaster when they see one. The kind that scandalizes a goddess, that roots her to the common ground. So it is when the divine mingle with blood and boredom. They too need a story to keep the cameras fluttering their eyes. Another Tara sits at her dresser brushing a bee from the lip of her wine. She suffers the silences of rooms inside of rooms, like us. Another God's seed enters the human the way we in turn enter theaters, the way the mind enters the whole at the end of a life. Only a dark like this knows what it is to turn gray and fester, to bear the beam of hope we shed, not far, but far enough. One story bleeds into another, cut, a wrap, and she ecstasy, taking with her a bottle of something disgraceful. Something we cannot see, no one does, not now, not ever. She opens her mouth, we open. Some silences are so thick they touch everything, like the air that touches the objects in a room. Something kisses her lips. She swallows, we swallow. And then she turns away, taking with her the need for some last privacy and exposure all at once. If not youth, then abandon. If not wisdom, then mystery, which is a kind of youth. The common birds sing their December music. They sprinkle the sound like water from the hand of a priest, in fear, in joy, or both at once. Who are you to know, they say, and no one answers. Who are you, they sing, and will not stop. I just have a sonnet. I've been tinkering with this today, so I don't know. It's horrible. And it's called What the Gibbon Says to the Maid. How odd the ordinary birds that praise the common, which their music cannot be. Come, says the swallow, as if to raise a flag from the thicket, its winter leaves woven into the hardwood, the gutter, the nest. You hear it every day, the phantom blossom of song in the bush, the more and the less, how it gives the seen and unseen name. Come, it beckons, which is how it makes light of things, how it takes them in, where both name and named die into music. Ask the child who leans to the grave to listen. There is a bird in there, he will tell you, and you thought it was you alone, till now.